So tonight is a night where we get to really recognize the hard work and diligence of all of our students. It's a testament to you as their parents and to the students themselves, the commitment that they showed and really taking some initiative to come up with some really inspiring words in their essays. So tonight is an opportunity to recognize all of the students from our elementary schools and the hard work and dedication that they showed in describing Martin Luther King's words and what it means to them. At this time, I'd like to turn it over to Mayor McCormick, who will say a few words.
Thank you very much. I'm going to move these flags. Can we move these flags? They're kind of like, or move this. How about that? That's even easier. All right, welcome to the Acacia Youth Center.
Yes, sir.
Oh, good. Well, that's even better. Oh, so this one goes here, right? That's just for the camera, right?
I got you.
No, it stays here for the camera. No, it's got to stay here for the camera.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, it's not my first rodeo. Where was I? Welcome to the Acacia Center for our annual Martin Luther King Essay Contest event. We want to celebrate the students who participated and one student who won. It's a great opportunity to express and teach the kids about Martin Luther King and what he meant to this country. I'll give a quick commercial. On Monday night right here at 6 o'clock, we have our annual Martin Luther King Jr. celebration event. 6 o'clock here, there'll be presentations starting with the very powerful keynote speaker, Dr. Neville Lawson of Woodbridge Baptist Church. We'll also have Councilman Anderson, current Council President Kyle Anderson as a speaker. We'll have the Human Rights Commission, we'll have the Interfaith Clergy Council, the Independent Club of Colonia, and a couple other guest speakers, and there'll be performances by the Woodbridge High School Choir. It is a very moving, meaningful celebration, and you come out of that event that night and you are uplifted after hearing everybody talk. So I would hope everybody here can make it, especially the kids, to see exactly what you wrote about when you come to the Martin Luther King event. I'd like to introduce the people at the dais. To the left is First Ward Councilwoman Sharon McAuliffe, covering Woodbridge proper and Seawarren. To her left is Council President Kyle Anderson. To his left is the newly elected board member from Island, Nizam Mohammed. And congratulations to him. We also have a lot of people in the audience from the school district. Now, there's a lot of principals here for one kid. I say this all the time. Our principals and our board members and our administration in the school district are tremendous. They are probably anywhere from 300 to 500 kids in every school, maybe one or two have more. And one kid was chosen from each school. All the principals are here except one who had a death in the family. That's incredibly impressive that 500 kids, 400 kids in the school, one kid being honored, the principals are all here. Let's hear it for the principals. School one, and this is hard for me now because there's so many new principals. I'm going to do my best, but I have it down in case I forget. School one, Mulvey Street School, Jamie Penko. Stand up. Say, School 4 and 5, Avenel Street, Mary Penko. School 9, Menlo Park Terrace native, Sarah DeRollo. School 11, Ross Street School, Warren Rotella. School 18, Indiana Avenue, Kathy Worley. School 19, Margaret Trupa. School 20, Joanne Schaefer. School 21, Laura Calabrese. School 22, Matt Connolly. School 23, Dr. Robert Zega. School 25, Mr. Bronsdorf is out, but Q Bunch representing him. School 26, Judy Martino. School 27, Bob Hugelmeyer. School 28, Tom Perry. And School 29, Jill Osborne. Let's hear for our principals. And it's hard enough knowing all the principals. I don't know all the teachers. There's 1,200 of them, I think. But if anybody here is a teacher in the school system, please stand up and be recognized. There we go. And again, that says a lot about our school system, where a teacher has all the kids, your kid's one of them, they're here for your kids. So thank you to all the teachers. And now I'd like to, Joe, you want to go next?
Sure.
Sure.
All right, let me introduce my partner in running this combined town/school system. We worked so well together. I've known him for 30+ years. I'm very impressed by the job that he's done. I'm proud to have him as a partner. We've got a lot done. We're even going to get more done in the next couple of years. We're working on a brand new school for the Hope Lawn section of town. We looked at a map today, and there's kids in Hope Lawn and Caseby, and we looked at where they live, and we looked at School 9 on a map, and these kids are going 40 minutes on a bus to School 9. They're going 30 minutes on a bus to School 25 and even longer to get to School 19. So we have a very determined effort to build a new grammar school using money from economic development projects, not from taxpayers, the same as we did in 2017 with Ross Street and Woodbridge Middle, the same as we did in 2020 with the addition on School 25, the addition on School 28, and all the other things in between. We're going to work very hard to get a new School 10 in Hope Lawn, only 2 doors away from the old School 10, which we'd love to be able to use, but by the time you get started renovating, you might as well knock it down. So we're leaving it alone. We don't own it anymore, but we're committed to doing a new school on Clyde Avenue in Hope Lawn. And it was Dr. Massimino's idea, and naturally we worked together on it. We hope it comes to fruition. Ladies and gentlemen, my good friend, Dr. Joe Massimino.
Thank you, Mayor McCormick. It's always good to have a partner where if you have an idea, they'll sell it and then find the money. So if we can continue that partnership where I can just continue to give him ideas and then we continue to figure out how I don't have to spend money, that would be great. I'd like to try to bring that to speak to my wife and I about some projects. So if you're bored, happy to talk about some things I want to do in the backyard. This is a tremendous event. I want to thank everybody behind me, the Town Council, the Board of Ed, the Human Rights Commission, obviously the Mayor. Mr. Ali is standing behind me. He is our Director of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion, and the Supervisor to my right. I'd like to just thank everybody standing here behind me. It is truly a team effort. These things don't get put together without a lot of people offering their input, but the key are the people sitting in front of me, right? So all of the work we do is irrelevant if the people in front of me aren't the people in front of me. I can't thank the principals and the teachers enough. As the mayor said, when you recognize one student and you have 400, 500, 600 students and you're coming out to celebrate one, that to me displays the commitment. So thank you to my colleagues, both the administrators and the teachers. To the parents, this is a long day. It's likely this is not your first late night, whether it was a cheering practice or a basketball or wrestling or Girl Scouts or whatever it is. You're also on the go, I'm sure, much like the rest of us, 7 days a week. When you have a night off, you probably don't know what to do with yourself, so that's laundry night in our house, but you do with it what you will. You are the driving force because you stand next to and behind your students, right? That is what we share. And I don't know that we have a better community to support that. So I love the backdrop. I'm a history teacher by trade, so the Martin Luther King essay is something where I turn into a real nerd. I talked to Mr. Ali about some of the new ideas. I like reading it. For you kids out there, you can be my age and still watch the History Channel. It's pretty cool. I just said History Channel and cool in the same sentence, so that pretty much undoes any bit of credibility I have with my son and daughter. And that's where it stays. So the thank you goes to the parents, to the community, and to you, the students. If you don't participate and you don't make it happen, what we do is irrelevant. So I'd like you to give you a round of applause for all the work you've done. I'm sure you're at the point we've officially heard enough adults talk, so I'm going to turn over to Mr. Ali so we can get this underway. But I do want to thank everybody for taking their time and making their way out tonight, and for all the students who put in the time and effort to write some absolutely wonderful essays. Thank you.
I'm sorry, I'm going to cut Mr. Ali off because I want to introduce the next speaker. Way back in the 2020 timeframe, tense time in the country really, with a lot going on, and we were looking for a way to deal with things as a government. And we started researching other towns and trying to see what they're doing. and many had what they call a Human Rights Commission. It sounded like a great idea. We actually looked up in our own books and found out that we had one way back in that ended about the 70s. It kind of dissolved, but it was a very active Human Rights Commission. It had a whole lot of events and did a whole lot of great things for the town. And we looked at it and we saw Clara Morgan. I'm sorry, Clara's your wife.
Yeah.
Pauline Morgan. Pauline Morgan was the head of the Human Rights Commission. And I figured out pretty quickly that Glenn Morgan was her son, who I've known for a long, long time. We're almost about the same age. We didn't grow up together, different parts of town, but I knew all about Glenn. And we decided to approach him about reinvigorating and starting new the Human Rights Commission. Glenn was all in. It was a testimonial to his mom and even his dad, who were very involved. And he took this Human Rights Commission and he's just done phenomenal with it. And they do help with the Martin Luther King ceremony. They do all the judging on the essays tonight. And there's just been a fantastic resource for Woodbridge Township. So I'd like to now introduce a guy who, as I said, took that issue and made it something we could deal with and gave us advice. How do we deal with this? Him and the people on the commission helped us. It was a very stressful time, 2020, 2021. And I just can't tell you how valuable Glenn and his commission were. He's going to introduce a couple of members that are here, but I'd like to now introduce to all of you Glenn Morgan.
He knows how to put the pressure on, huh? So I have a lot to live up to. First of all, I want to, all 15 students that represented their schools, I want all 15 of you to stand up. Okay? That's what I wanted. I wanted that applause for them. And I wanted to thank you as well. Okay? Okay? You know, once again, it's been an honor to be chosen to, pick the winners for this. And after reading all the essays, unfortunately, we only get to choose one, but no matter what, you're all winners. There also is a display, or right on the table back there, all the 15 essays that were submitted. So feel free to go ahead and read those. I'm sure you won't be disappointed. The wording, the structure, and the effort that's been put into it by these students, it's just, it's heartwarming, but that sets the stage for these kids for the future. And it all starts at home with you, the parents. What are you going to do? What am I going to teach my kid about equality, equity, being fair to each other? As you know, in this country, in this world, and everything we have going on right now, it's very tense times in a lot of areas. And we're fortunate in so many areas as far as this country and what we have here, certain freedoms. But there is still, the racism and different things that occur. So I am so glad that this township does what they need to do to try to create that inclusiveness. And here at the Human Rights Commission, that's what we try to do as well. It's a very sensitive subject for me because of my my parents and their involvement back in the 50s and 60s here in this township and the things that took place. So for us to come this far, we've made a lot of good strides, and you are in a great township to be able to raise your kid and to go to school. Okay, I want to thank my members that are here that were part of the challenge of making that decision, and that's Denise Anderson. Robert Farrell, my newest member. Okay, I have quite a few other members that couldn't make it for various reasons. I want to make sure I mention their names: Rashma Ali, Reyes Pawaskar, Louis Contreras, and Don Green. Okay, so that being said, I think I covered everything. Yeah, like some model in there. All right, you're molding our future teachers, doctors, lawyers, maybe even a mayor. You never know.
No rush.
All right. So you know, it's just so important. So parents, keep doing what you're doing. Okay. And if you have any concerns, HRC is here for you. We have our meetings in the chambers. And if you need to know when, just go to the Township website and you'll see all the information there. So I thank you very much, and I wish every one of you a happy new year.
So at this time, we are going to recognize those winners from each individual school. These are the students who were chosen by the staff at their schools to represent their school in our district-wide contest. So if your child is here, if there's a student here, know that you are all winners. Of the hundreds of students that are in your school, you were chosen among all of them to have the honor of representing your school in this contest. So you did an amazing job, and I hope you are truly proud of what you have written. So each of our school-wide winners will receive an award from the district as well as a citation from the mayor's office, and then we'll have a very special honor at the end to honor the district-wide winner. So when I call your name, I'm going to call your school as well as the name of the winning student. You will be presented with the district-wide award by our superintendent, Dr. Massimino, as well as the award on behalf of the mayor's office from Mayor McCormick. After you receive your award, I do invite you to take a step over to our photo booth where families can most certainly take pictures in honor of this momentous occasion. So receive your award and definitely feel free to take a picture because this is a big deal.
And also if they could bring the principal with them for the picture.
That would be great. So principals come up as well because you are a huge part in the work of the students. Students, I hope you realize how big of a deal this is. In a district with over 14,000 students, tonight is your night. Tonight is the night that we recognize you. So I hope you are truly proud of all that you have done. So the first winner that we have from Oak Ridge Heights, school number 21, Nora Bahoon. Our next winner from Lindcrest, school number 22, Isabella Borda. Our next winner from Port Reading, school number 9, Destiny Briggs. Our next winner from Indiana Avenue, school number 18, Ethel Durrani. Our next winner from Matthew Jago, school number 28, Persephone McCoulis Frisbee. I'll take a sip of water. Also, parents, if you haven't had a chance, feel free to enjoy some refreshments in the back. This is all here for you. There's coffee, light bites as well.
If you don't get all the pictures you want right now, everybody will stay at the end until you're done.
Our next winner from Ross Street, school number 11, Ethan Zhang. Our next winner from Woodbine Avenue School, number 23, Mark Joseph. Our next winner from Claremont Avenue School, number 20, Natalie Luke. Our next winner from Marby Street School, number 1, Gina Patel. Our next winner from Lafayette Estates, School number 25, Yasana Sibersad. Our next winner from Oak Tree Road School number 29, Sharia Srivastava. Our next winner from Menlo Park Terrace, School number 19, Smita Sundar. Our next winner from Pennsylvania Avenue School, number 27, Ryland Sutton. Our next winner from Avenel Street School, number 45, Diana Tabon. Our next winner from Robert Masenic School, number 26, Julia Walsh. So at this time, I'm going to ask all of our winning students, because you are all winners, before we announce our district-wide winner, can we have all student winners please report to the photo booth so we can get a picture of all of our district winners. Let's give all of our students one more round of applause. Okay, students, you may return to your seats. So I am so happy I did not have the unenviable job of choosing the district-wide winner. Having read all of the essays, the difference between one essay and another was so small. I mean, me as a math guy would be hard to quantify just how small the difference is between one essay and another. All of the essays had such a personal connection, definitely spoke about important people in their lives, definitely spoke about what Dr. Martin Luther King's dream meant to them, and that was really the intent of this essay. Not for us, the adults, to tell you what Dr. King's message was, but for us to introduce you to his words and for you to determine what does it mean to you. And the response of the students was overwhelming. The students talking about the commitment to equality, the commitment to justice, the commitment to making our world a better place, that no matter how somebody identifies, they have a place of belonging. And that is the goal of our district. You know, Dr. Massimino had the foresight to create this position that did not exist 4 or 5 years ago, this Director of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion. But he saw it as a need to ensure that all of our students get exactly what they need to succeed. Now, I'm often asked, like, well, what does your office do? What is the mission of your office? And succinctly, I always say the mission of the Office of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion is to ensure that all of our students, no matter how they identify, we're talking not just race, religion, socioeconomics, language, the part of town that you live in, gender, all of these different distinguishing characteristics, no matter how you identify, special education, general education, English language learner, it doesn't matter. It's our role as a school district to make sure you have what you need to succeed, and it's our role to make sure that our staff is well prepared in order to meet that need, and that is the mission of the office. So without further ado, I'm going to announce the district-wide winner. I'm going to invite the district-wide winner to come up to not only accept their award and their citation from the mayor as well as Dr. Massimino, but to also give them a chance to read their essay so that you can hear their powerful words. The winner of the 2023-2024 Woodbridge Township School District Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Essay Writing Contest from Matthew Jago School number 28, Parsippany McCoolist Frisbee. Please give her a round of applause. So we tried to keep it a secret this year. So families we had no idea who the winners were going to be. Principal students had no idea who the winners were going to be. Did not know that they would be reading their essays tonight. So we truly will get a treat. We'll get to hear the amazing words of one of our amazing students. Amazing.
Peaceful, loyal, brave. These words I listed describe a person who fought for equality, to get civil rights, and to bring everyone together. He wanted to stop discrimination and segregation. He held speeches, peaceful protests, sit-ins, and marches. This man went to jail 29 times fighting for what was right, and he won the Nobel Peace Prize doing it. This man is Martin Luther King Jr. On August 28, 1963, an honored, memorable event happened. It happened in Washington, D.C., at the very foot of the Lincoln Memorial. The event that occurred was called the March on Washington. It was at that very place that Martin Luther King Jr. said his well-known, famous speech, "I have a dream." Dr. King felt it was required to have everyone hear how people should be treated equally, no matter the color of their skin. He stated, "I have a dream that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character." He said this to let people know that discrimination should not exist and children should be free to play with whoever they want. His speech changed the world. His actions made the world we know today. But right now, sadly, the world has not followed in the dream of Martin Luther King. At this time, we live in a world where discrimination and segregation is illegal, but some people don't follow the law and continue to disrespect people. But could you imagine a world where everybody got along, where everyone was kind, with no segregation or discrimination? If we lived in a world where we all got along, I imagine it would be something like this. I feel everyone would treat each other kindly and respectfully. No one would be judged or treated badly. Everyone, no matter their race, would have the same opportunities and jobs. And anybody could work at any place they like, and everybody would have the same rights. Examples why this are good are there would be less arguments, no wars, lots of kindness, respect, caring, and people being treated equally. And the children will be able to play together, no matter the color of their skin. Unfortunately, some of the people of today's society still don't treat people well. You can start as simple as being kind to one another or befriending one another. Just because we don't have it now doesn't mean we can't still work for Martin Luther King's dream. All throughout history, lots of people have inspired others with their character and actions. Martin Luther King inspired many people to change their character and actions. He has made an impact on history and people's lives. People that made an impact on my life is my mom and my grandma. From as early as I remember, my mom and grandma have inspired me to be a good person throughout my life. My mom has told me to treat people how you want to be treated and to respect everyone and to be kind. What you put in this world will come back to you, good or bad. She inspires me to be kind, caring, respectful, and to treat people equally. My grandma has taught me to be respectful, smart, have good manners, to stay calm, and be the bigger person. If someone is sad or upset, to go to them and try to cheer them up. If someone is being bullied or made fun of, to be the bigger person and help them. My mom and grandma have inspired me greatly to be a good person, and their amazing actions have made me the person I am today. And everyone is beautiful, and everyone is amazing and beautiful in their own unique way. Everyone has their own culture and traditions that some people may not know or understand. We can still support it, learn about it, and encourage it. Maybe one day in the world, everyone can accept our differences and come together and live peacefully with no segregation. In all, the world we live in has gone through tough times throughout history. Martin Luther King Jr. did a lot to eliminate discrimination and segregation completely. He held speeches, peaceful protests, marches, sit-ins, speeches, and boycotts. He made an important mark on history and on a lot of people. He made an impact on the world. After many people saw his speech, they changed their ways and opinions. My goal, to carry on his dream, is to treat everyone equally and befriend everyone. Thank you.